like same thing you're doing now by holding the right trigger. But when you release the right trigger, the back half would snap forward, and it would send you catapulting in like the direction you were aiming. So it was going to be much more, I want to say more physics based, but it was definitely like, it was different. And what we found was, like, visually it was pretty fun to watch, but playing it, we tried to make it work, and it just didn't feel satisfying. We couldn't see ourselves playing this competitively. One of the things that we noticed a lot in our playtests was that people never even took advantage of.
Whoa.
Someone needs to take. Okay. Never mind. you keep doing you, Mr. Raps. You know what's up. All right, there we go.
Oh god, I'm stuck.
That completely derailed me. It was, yeah. Well, what happened was people would just be stretching for a very short period to do an immediate fling. That's what people wanted to do. They wanted to be attacking immediately. In a competitive game like that, they wanted to be effective as soon as they hit the button. And so you were missing the best part of the game. And so we decided, we reworked the system so that you could do that right from the start. You could immediately start charging your attack from where you were, and then that would release, and you kind of have the tail that's left behind when you do fling is kind of an artifact of that earlier design.
Do you guys still have that stuff like lying in the code?
Well, we definitely have a build, prototype of that earlier stuff that's lying around. So it's there, but it was very different. And for anyone who is who's watching on the stream, if you look up like Ectoplaza Dare to Be Digital 2015 pitch online on YouTube, for the Dare to Be Digital competition, we had to create a pitch video, and you can see us kind of outline what the game originally looked like and was going to be, if you're interested.
Yeah, wait, where'd you get bellhop?
Where did I get bellhop uniforms? That was, there is a lovely old costume rental house and theater in my hometown of Fullerton, California, that is called, I think it's called FLCS or something. It's something like that. I know it has like 3 letters that might have well been FLCL, which is a great show.
I was gonna say you're...
Yeah. It's like it's something like that. But it's just run by these very nice older women who I think have just been kind of running that theater for eternity. But they're super cool, and they had bellhop outfits. I was just like, we're making a video, and it's about a hotel. Like, why? We're kind of like the staff that's hosting it, so why not dress up in bellhop outfits?
What made it memorable?
They're really cool because you could wear them casually, and it looks like you're doing like a Michael Jackson cosplay or something. So they're pretty spiffy, and we brought them out to Dundee as well when we were showing. Whenever we ran our tournaments, I would at least dress up as a staff member. So that's where they came from, and you can check that out online. And if anyone on the stream is a game dev and is still in school, I'd highly recommend checking out Dare to Be Digital.
Yeah.
And
I've been trying to tell people about it that are not at USC, because I think it's incredibly stupid and also nice, but also silly that literally the only USC teams in there are from USC.
You mean the only Southern California or the U.S.?
Oh, right.
The
There
US
was
there
those
were-
guys
there
from
were the Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
I think it was Santa Barbara.
Santa
Santa
Cruz,
Barbara.
maybe?
I
Santa
don't-
Cruz is a gaming program.
Oh, maybe
It was
Santa
somewhere
Cruz.
in the middle of the forest. I remember them talking about
Far
Okay.
East.
forest.
Or S.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, no,
just
that's
just
Santa
like
Cruz.
just
Okay,
like
so they're
deer and
yeah.
stuff like that.
And they're really cool people. it was Me in the Forest or You
Yeah,
in the Forest?
You in the Garden.
You in the Garden. That's it. They were cool, but yeah, it's just been people from Southern California. So,
We've got another
yeah, you can do Collecto Plaza if you just hit.
I actually gotta go work on a few research papers, so I'll see you guys around.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've hosted tournaments, and it's been a lot of fun. I think we've been able to facilitate that because we've been present at the festivals that we've showcased, so it's very easy to be able to rack up like a list of people who are participating and be able to do like shoutcasting and all this other stuff. The game by itself doesn't really host that on its own accord. So there are things we can do, like creating like brackets in the game that can maybe help with that. If you were to try and host something, at your own house, if you're throwing a party and everyone's like, "Yo, man, where's that Ectoplaza?" and you're just like, "Dude, I got it right here. Let's get some brackets." So, yes, that's kind of the thought, at least for tournament plays. Just giving some tools, in game to help with that. But it works. It works in a festival setting. People get very into it and engaged. We have a great photo on our Twitter of who we've now deemed our #1 fan. And it's just this little kid who, if you just look at the picture, you'll see that he's actually lost his body and all control of it, and is just super ecstatic to have won during a tournament. So I recommend checking us out on Twitter as well, at Ectoplaza. And we're also on Facebook, Ectoplaza. We're on YouTube, Ectoplaza. If you notice a running theme, Reddit, Ectoplaza. So we're out there. We actually, our Tumblr presence isn't as strong as I'd like it to be, but we're working on it. And while I'm plugging things, again, for anyone who's in the chat, who's either here or just joined, we've already had some donations, which we're incredibly thankful for, because it's going to a great cause, one that I think it's safe to say we all agree on and support here.
Right, and in the end, it's going to Children's Hospital LA.
Yeah, exactly. So
basically, sick kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sick kids. So, any support that you guys want to give, whether that's through our stream or or any other streams that you might be watching for Extra Life, please do. It's a great cause.
And a reminder that we are actually much closer to our goal than our little counter says. We are at 2,200.
That's great.
Yeah,
Out
for
of
some, it's
3,500,
organized into strange
so-
Should we just
team
get a...
structure.
So just donate?
I don't know. I actually don't. That's not an exact amount. That's about
Nah, okay.
approximate.
Because
We're at 2,140.
Yeah.
It's about the same as last time.
Beautiful.
Max Palazzo, who's our lead designer and general office cretin, is shouting at me to also plug our company that's working on the game, Syndicate Atomic, which you can find on Twitter. We're at Syndicate Atomic. We have a very PC Twitter avatar that you can check out. One of the many perks of being able to go to SC is, with the awesome kind of community that the game school has, we had a lot of people who were encouraging us to organize and incorporate, and who kind of helped us along the way, just figuring out that process.
It's a horrible process.
It's the thing you begin to realize is with indie game development, it's the trick to it is almost everything but game development, and it's just it's a process. But we're organized. For anyone who is interested in ever releasing something on a console, for certain companies like Sony, what they'll ask you if you ever get in contact with anyone from dev relations is, are you organized? You'll need to provide them an EIN. I don't know what the acronym stands for, but essentially it's a number that you get whenever you organize as a company.
I don't know what it is either. Something identification.
Yeah, it's identification number probably. Well, I think it's entity identification.
There you go.
So it's a process, but we're doing it, and it's been wonderful. And the indie dev community is like one of the nicest, like, artistic and entertainment communities out there, and very inclusive. Yeah, if you also follow us at Syndicate Atomic on Twitter, we'd be super happy.
So I've been looking at the Syndicate Atomic Twitter. The first time it was mentioned to me, I thought it was like one of those weird Twitter bots, because I didn't read the name Syndicate Atomic, and it's like all in caps, and like the description is weird. So shout out to Max and Colin for keeping it weird.
Oh, and an update. I was incorrect. It's $2,210 raised.
Yay!
So
More than
gave
we
us
even thought.
75 70 bucks?
Yeah, we've had some donations since we last checked.
Oh. Yay! We got
Yay!
donations!
Thank you for donations.
Our
Thank you
thanks
so
go
much.
out
You're
to
beautiful
anyone
human
watching,
beings,
anyone
I
who's
assume.
donated.
And if not, we include all
Aliens.
synthetic organisms as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to the
A tree
synthetics out
branch
there.
hitting a mouse somewhere. Just happened to click the right
There
button.
is-
Just reached into
Hacked
the
into someone's
apartment.
Yeah.
PayPal, just
Some
a cat walking over a
some
keyboard.
vine or
Yeah.
growth.
Yeah, it's
has
growing
made
onto the
it
physical
like
keyboard.
the Soma like bio.
Yeah.
wall
Shall we just
stuff,
go
yeah.
off topic? Shall we talk about how awesome Soma is?
Dude, it's pretty rad.
We don't have to talk
He-
about
he
spoilers.
agrees.
I know, but there's like,
Mike, do you want to play? There's this controller lying here.
Do
Yeah.
I,
Or someone
Here we go.
can play.
I can
Uh,
multitask. I can watch the
Okay.
chat
That would be
and
bad.
play.
I'd be down.
Who am I? Oh no.
I've been playing forever.
Also,
so
like,
we
is there
can play
anything
if
that
you
the chat wants
Wait, I
to
don't
see
know
us
where I
play?
am.
It's awesome that we've been able to play Ectoplasm. It's cool that
Yeah, we
people
can
are
shake it
interested,
up.
But,
We can shake it
but
up. Did we ever get Gang Beasts up and running?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were
Last
totally
night.
playing
Gang
that.
Beasts is
We were
so
playing
good.
that
I'm
last
garbage
night
at
in
Gang
here
Beasts.
for quite a
I
while.
can't play
When you
Gang
say
Beasts.
last
one's
night, do you
good.
mean this morning
Yeah,
or last
I,
night?
there are people who are getting Gang Beasts.
Also
I'm not
last
one of
night.
them.
Because
No,
I was
I-
here till like 4.
Lex, I was here like till like we gotta play it. So. Oh, I'm dead.
Oh, I'm not here. Next round.
Yeah.
Gotta join.
Someone's really good. I
Oh, yeah, let's
love
back out. Emily.
like everything that's happening in the horror scene right now, whether it's in games or in
Try Mr.
movies,
Raps.
is really interesting. I've been really into that recently.
We're gonna have Aaron
I've
on
seen
later,
the,
right?
Yeah,
For
for Nevermind.
Nevermind.
Yeah.
That game freaked me out.
Yeah, Aaron's awesome. Nevermind's awesome.
It's fantastic. But
I really
terrifying.
can't think of too many games like Nevermind.
Look, bouncing on the
Who's
bed.
not joined in?
I'm bouncing on the bed.
Well, to an extent, and usually like nothing that like actually involves your physical
But not,
body.
yeah.
Which is like really cool
I
to
guess
me.
I'll-
I
PT
also
on the
really
IMAX
like-
screen.
I liked the like underlying message behind Nevermind, which is like teaching you how to like control your own breathing and like basically how to deal with like your own
Stress.
anxiety.
Oh, no, it
and
was
stress.
terrible.
Yeah, well, it's
So I
awesome.
really,
It's
like,
awesome for
failed.
anyone also who has PTSD, and like while it works as entertainment, it's also something that can be a very valuable coping experience,
Right,
or just
Dead.
a developmental tool.
Yes.
Also, for those of you who don't know, Nevermind is game also developed by people at USC.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Well, alums, I suppose now. But it's a biofeedback game, which means that you sort of, I don't know what device it uses.
The version I play tested was a heart monitor
Yeah, it
that you
like,
strapped
it
around
is-
your
Yeah.
rib cage.
Yeah.
but
See, that's what I thought it was before, but it seems like they've somehow
Well, I mean,
streamlined
I'm
it,
thinking
where
about-
it's
I
like
think they've got like these fancy new
I see
cameras
it.
that actually can track
it
your heart
yeah,
rate
it's
somehow.
not like
What?
super heavy setup anymore. So
That's great.
yeah, basically the idea is that
They like use
as
your
you
pupils or
you have to control your heartbeat, and if they or basically stress, but what it's monitoring is heartbeat, and as it increases, the game basically just gets
It gets more
spookier.